Which is somewhere on here. Hi. Oh my goodness, look at this. We got lots of people. Hi.
Oh, there we go. We're gonna pin you so we can see you. Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Thank you so much for your patience.
No problem.
Appreciate you, Heather. All right, so basically at our regional meeting, all of us were there and they had a presentation and we thought we needed to bring it to you because it's gonna help your listings. So let's rock and roll, Heather. Thank you.
So are you guys presenting? Because all I can see is myself. Or do you need me to present?
Hang on.
Okay. There we go. All right. Perfect. I know this is the end of your meeting, so whoever's running the slides, I may say skip, and I'm going to try to give you the highlights and you guys have the full deck.
Okay, when you skip.
Go for it.
All right, we're doing it right now.
Okay. This is the problem when I don't have the clicker. All right, so we'll dive into who Free Model is, but just to set me up, 60% of buyers want to move in ready home, and this is how Free Model can help you. Next slide. So Free Model is a concierge provider. So we design, we manage, and we pay for your client's pre-sale preparation. So this is a lot of word jargon. Basically, if you guys get a listing and you're walking the property and you see, man, if we could, get a new kitchen in there, if we can get new countertops, maybe some paint, I could really sell this property for more. That is where we will come into play. That's what all of this words here mean. Next slide. Thank you. So diving a little bit more here into our concierge program, why is it beneficial to you? Obviously, I just mentioned upgrading a home is going to sell for more, which we love for everybody, for the agent and for the homeowner. But really, just leveraging the fact that you guys have a concierge program in your brokerage is just an added value that you can present to your homeowners when you are going to your listing presentations. Secondly, we don't want you agents doing any project management. I know some of you might be guilty coordinating plumbers and painters and stagers. We really want to take that workload off of you guys as well as the homeowners, giving you time back in the day to do what you're best at, winning listings and selling those properties. Looks like some of this got a little adjusted, but the synopsis on the right-hand side is that the homeowner is not going to have to pay any cash out of pocket. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in the coming slides. Next slide. So how we're different from other providers out there is we have local in-person project directors that will be running the entire project. So doing all of the design selection, all of the materials, all the paint colors, you guys aren't going to have to do any of that. So they'll be coming from initial estimate all the way through managing all the subcontractors until that home is sold. And then we have a deep bench of local subcontractors. We are a general contractor by license. Next slide. So I love stats. I'm a numbers gal. So something for you guys to leverage in the field. Everyone gets a little nervous about using a concierge program and doing renovation. So I think adding days in here is very important. So our average project from us starting the project, getting that contract signed to the home being sold is about 105 days. So we're in and out rather quickly. The average profit that a homeowner is seeing is about $172,000, which translates into about 230% ROI. And your favorite number should be that last one. We're seeing our agent partners earning an additional 19% increase in their commission. Next slide, please. Thank you. So like I mentioned, we're a general contractor. So essentially what we're doing is we're lending money, but we are deferring our payment up to 1 year. So when the project is complete, the timer starts. You guys will have 1 year to sell the property. The homeowner has 1 year to pay us back, and we're paid back out of escrow when that home does sell. And then on average, our goal is to earn the homeowner a 2x return on their investment. So for example, if we put $40,000 into the property, we want to earn the homeowner an extra $80,000 in profit. And there aren't going to be any interest fees or any hidden charges. Next slide. So it's super easy for your homeowner to qualify. So we're not a mortgage company, so we're not running social security numbers, checking out their FICO score. We don't need bank statements. Essentially, they have to meet this one underwriting criteria, which is we'll look at the balance of their current mortgage, plus whatever the project cost is for free model has to be less than the 80% of the after renovation value. So what does all this mean? If I could summarize it, it means this homeowner has enough equity in their property. That's basically what it means. So anybody, let's say, probably who's bought within more than 2 years, I would say. And then free model will do a home improvement contract directly with the homeowner, which means you guys as agents are not on that contract. The brokerage is not on that contract. We are directly in contract with the homeowner. And then we do a deed of trust as a security instrument to ensure that we get paid back. Next slide. So what can we do? I always like to say, think of us as helping a homeowner flip their property. So we want to be in and out really quickly. So that could be junk removal, interior, exterior paint, full-blown kitchen, bathroom renovations. The one that agents really love as well is we'll cover staging as part of our scope of work. On the right side over there, things that we won't do, think of like new construction, meaning we're not going to build an ADU or add an addition onto a property. We are trying to be speedy so you guys can get that property listed as fast as possible. Next slide, please. So how it works. There's a lot of words here. I'm going to give you the highlights. You guys will have this deck afterwards. Basically, you'll reach out to Free Model. I'll show you how to do that when you have an opportunity for us. We'll ask some questions about the property. We're going to make sure it hits that underwriting criteria that I mentioned on the other slide. And then we'll introduce you to one of the local project directors who will come out and walk the property with you. And then within a couple business days, we'll deliver an initial estimate to you guys as the agents and that you can then present to the homeowner. And that's really sort of our stopping point for everybody to decide, do they want to move forward with Free Model or not? Now, once the homeowner says, yep, I love this, I can see the ROI, I want to move forward, we will bring all of our subcontractors out on site to give us a fixed bid. And then we will deliver the contract to the homeowner via DocuSign. And then I'm going to slide all the way down to the end here, where obviously we want to deliver a home you guys are proud to list and sell. And once it is sold, we'll get paid back out of escrow. Next slide. All right, my favorite part, a good before and after. I think I've grabbed about 3 case studies to show you. So we are not afraid to work in any price point. Go ahead. And as you'll see as we flip through these properties, we are not cookie cutter design. So we don't have, here's all your whites and your browns and your blacks. What do you want to do? We really customize the design based on the scope of work, based on the budget, based on what type of property is it. So for this one, we spent $78,000, earned the homeowner an extra $271,000 in profit. Took us about 8 weeks. You can go to the next one. So you'll see some before and afters, obviously. And think about it too, as we are designing for the masses. So our goal is to get as many feet into that property as possible. Next slide. So this one was a smaller renovation, spent $26,000. It sold for $1 million. The homeowner earned almost an extra $150,000. Next slide. And it looks like this one had some staging done as well. Next slide. I think this is the last example. Okay, I'm just like trying to find my way here. So this one's a $70,000 renovation, earned the homeowner an extra $177,000. One more, next slide. All right, so light and bright and staging was done in this one as well. Next slide. Oh, I guess I had one more. Oh, the price point was going up. I just wanted to show you guys all the different price points that we're in. So this one was a larger renovation, $165,000, sold for $2.3 million, earned the homeowner an extra $439,000 in profit. Next slide. So the last before and afters. All right, rounding up the presentation. So this month, we actually have an October preferred partner promotion. Essentially, for any contract that we close in October, we are going to give the homeowner a free cleaning. Next slide. All right, this should be the favorite slide. This is actually a hidden resource page that we have on our website, so you cannot go to freemodel.com and find it. There's a QR code that you guys can leverage or the URL. Like I said, you'll have this deck later so you can click on that hyperlink, but there's lots of free collateral. That bottom right image there is actually a flyer, a custom flyer that we can create for you to take out on your listing presentation or social media templates. We've got all kinds of good stuff up there for you. And I think the next slide just says, this is how you get a hold of us, freemodel.com. And I will pause here to see, because I've been talking a lot. I was trying to talk fast. I know you guys are rounding up your meeting, so I wanted to see if you have any questions for me.
I
Now,
do.
you guys have a referral partnership as well with them.
We
Correct.
do, yeah. I skipped those slides. But we do have a referral program where we will, when we close a project with you and you give us a referral, we will give you $1,000 in marketing dollars to spend.
I have a question. I use another tool very similar to this. Do you guys do an equity split? Or is all your profit based on the repairs?
You got it. Yep. All of our profit is based on the repair. Since we're a general contractor, we just take our subs, mark it up, just like a general contractor would.
Gotcha. Not an equity split or equity share or anything like that. Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Sir. Great question.
Sweet. You guys just put yourself on a second on the house, if or third position, whatever position, put yourself on the deed.
Yeah, typically it's second. When you guys reach out to us, we will run title on the property to see if there's any open involuntary liens. So we obviously don't want any. So typically we're either first or second.
Okay, if a client does have a lien on there for either taxes or a second on the house or a home equity line of credit or anything like that, is that somebody that you're not willing to work with, or what does that look like?
Anyone typically that has involuntary. So
Fair
like
enough.
a mortgage, fine. But we've seen people who are like, oh, they didn't pay their HOA dues, or trash or taxes, for example. Typically we'll push back and say, hey, can they pay these off? And then we can work with them.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Yeah, great
You
question.
worked in San Joaquin County as well? Yes.
I didn't hear the question.
Do you work in all the counties over in Northern California?
Yes, we
Yeah.
do.
County?
Yeah,
are
basically
there-
from San Francisco all the way out. I can send the map of Northern California.
Perfect. Are there properties you don't do, such as manufactured homes?
Great question. Yes. So we focus on residential. We do not do mobile homes or manufactured homes.
Is there any more on Zoom that I didn't see that?
I have a question. Heather, can you walk us through? So, I have a client that is interested in doing this. What's my next step? Right? And how long does it take to have that initial contact?
That's a great question. So I recommend, but you can do whatever you want. I recommend you get a listing agreement. So as you're like walking into the house, I would take our flyer, I would be talking about us, and I would secure a listing agreement. This is for your benefit because homeowners like to shop around, right? So we want to be your preferred like concierge program. So once you have at least the address and some high level information, scope of work, you will reach out to Free Model. Literally, you just go to freemodel.com. There's like a bright red button that says let's talk. My inside sales team will follow up with you guys and send you, it's called a new project questionnaire. So it'll ask all of these questions like, what's the mortgage balance? What's the high level scope of work? When do you want to meet at the property? So that's an important thing for you guys to fill out. Behind the scenes, we're running title check to see if there's any open involuntary liens. But the turnaround time, let's say you submit that form, my guys are living in that inbox. So they're getting back to you within a couple hours with the new project questionnaire form. They're turning that back around within a couple hours as well. And we can get project directors on site within a couple days to a week, just depending on when you want to meet at the property. So it's pretty fast.
Yeah, real fast. Thank you.
Great question.
Any other questions? Anything? Well, we appreciate your time, Heather. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Hope everyone has a great quarter.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, you guys, make sure you are here for Bruce's luncheon. It's coming up. And hey, bring some wine and candy for the events that are coming up.
Get points.
Get points, you get points. Yes, you do. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Lunches.
And lunch. Enjoy lunch.